Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's another beautiful morning, another beautiful day, and I got more work to do. But it's a good thing. Especially when you're on retention, you're going to want to stay busy. Put that energy to work, and it'll work for you. You'll start to see things work out in your life. In any case, that's not what we're here to talk about today. This video is about the fact that when you're on semen retention, Satan will attack you. No doubt about it. Have no doubts, have no fear. Just understand, Satan will attack you. Now, no, the Lord has not put the spirit of fear within us. The Lord has instilled within us the spirit of perfect peace. So, in these moments when you're getting attacked or you're worrying about being attacked, don't fear. And I'll get to why you shouldn't be afraid. But, again, we'll get there. So, the devil's going to attack. What forms will the devil attack you when you're on semen retention? Well, first, let's start with the physical realm. Satan is going to attack you here with temptresses. That's his primary way of getting to you. Whether it's temptresses on the prawn, temptresses on your media that you're observing directly. Could be temptresses in your own mind. Could be temptresses, that come to your head, but that's not physical. It's not physical. We'll get there. But temptresses in the physical, temptresses on your phone that you're looking at. That just even, man, I'll I'll be watching, casual media, and it's anime stuff or whatever, and suddenly, you see some kind of crazy soft porn, essentially, girls moaning and all this crazy stuff. You see, even girls with their cleavage showing, like all that cleavage. He'll show you ads that, got girls all bent over and stuff. It's crazy, man. I'll just be scrolling through my phone and see some kind of anime ad that's got some, big titty girl on it. He's trying to trigger those thoughts in your head to make you go for some prawn. Not only, he's trying to put these images in your brain so that next time you go to sleep or next time you're laying in bed and you're thinking, what pops in your head? What does your brain trigger on you? Because what's embedded into your subconsciousness? All these different little things that'll flash at you during the day. Or could be a temptress in real life, a seductress. And I think it's Proverbs, I think it's about chapter 7 or so. But it goes into the fact that if you enter her house, if you have her sweet, her sweet wine, her bread that's concealed, she says, bread eaten in secret is sweet, is the tastiest bread. Nah, bruh, trust, because the Bible follows by saying, her pits lead down to the depths of hell. Keep that in mind, because if you enter her, if you spill and waste your seed on some random seductress that the devil sends your way, let me tell you, you've just wasted millions. Not only millions of your own seed, of your own personal subconscious entities that are within you, your semen, but now you've wasted your life force power, your vitality. And not only, but you gave it to a demon. You gave it to a devil. And you fed the devil. You've built in, and so here's the thing. Whenever we take actions, it builds in us the habit to repeat it. It builds in us the habit to do that action again. And so you've entered a hypnotic rhythm. You've entered a rhythm, a habit of feeding the devil. He has an easier time of getting you to feed him again once you've started feeding him. Once you started feeding the devil, it's once he's got you on the hook, he's just going to keep reeling you in. So hop off the hook, or don't bite at all, ideally. In any case, the devil has many a way of coming to get you. Many a way. And it's difficult sometimes when we use our own power, our own minds, to try and discern what's right and wrong, whether we should be watching this or that. Just know that if you have the Spirit of God within you, if you try and seek the Spirit of God, ask the Spirit of God, is this right or is this wrong? He will give you the discernment. He will grant you the ability to see through the spirit of wisdom whether this individual, this media, whatever you're partaking in, is right for you. Whether it's in alignment with His will for your life. If it's not in alignment, you shouldn't be doing it. Just know that. And listen to the word of the Lord. Follow His instructions. And even if you just want to call that your inner conscience, you'll know what's right or wrong. We all have that heart, that power within us. But you have to seek it. You have to seek it out, because using your own minds, using this thing up top, you know what I'm saying? It's fickle and it's feeble. And a lot of times what it wants is not what the Lord wants. It's not what is right. It's not what's best for us. You know, your mind, your body, your flesh is going to crave that lust. You know, especially, now let's get to the spiritual realm, when the devil attacks you in dreams through succubus, or even just, you know, a sexual thing. It makes you spill your seed in your dreams. Because often if you're strong enough to resist the temptations here in the physical, he'll get you where you're more vulnerable, when you're in that spiritual state, just in pure sleep. And this is where you have to understand that if you resist the devil, he will flee from you. You have to make it such a habit in everyday life that you scroll upon something, you see something that's kind of just jarring and sexual, that you resist that. You say no, and you rebuke that. You say, this is wrong, and I'm not letting this in my brain. Or sometimes I'll just be covering the ads, bro. I'll be covering the ads, whatever they're trying to show me. That goop bop. Man, I'll be covering it up, man. Because that's not worth putting into my brain. And as soon as it hits my brain, I rebuke it. You know what I'm saying? So my brain understands that this is wrong. I'm telling my brain direct. You have to tell your brain, you have to speak to yourself that, no, this is not what I want to see. You know, anytime that you're in a dream, if you have built that habit, you will have that same prerogative to be like, no, this is not what I want. Flee from me. Call upon the word in the name of God, and the devil will flee from you, because God is greater. You know, there's even it's funny, even secular media knows it. There's a great 90s song, This Monkey's Gone to Heaven. Monkey's Gone to Heaven. And there's a verse there, if man is 5, the devil is 6, and guess who's 7? God. God is 7. So just going numerologically, whatever that word is. It's going by numbers, bruh. The Lord is greater. Even secular media understands the Lord is greater. God is 7, bruh. You might be 5 and the devil might have some power over you, but if you call upon the Spirit of God, put the Spirit of the Lord within you. And even, again, if you just want to call that the power of the positive universe, you know what I mean? You know, everyone has their own name for it, but if you call upon that power, if you rebuke the devil, if you resist him, he will flee from you. He has no choice, because he can't be where someone doesn't want him. You have to accept, you have to invite, you have to allow the devil into your life for him to take hold. And a lot of times we do it unconsciously. We don't even realize that we're allowing the devil into our lives. But it takes that ability to be that extra bit of consciousness, that extra bit of aware, so that we keep the devil from our lives. We have to stay rooted in righteousness. We have to stay rooted in wisdom and rooted in discernment. And in that regard, the devil has no entry. He has no access to our lives. And when he tries, it will be your prerogative. It will be your motive operandi to resist him. If you built in the habit every day, you know, resisting his seductresses that come your way, resisting, you know, the porn, the temptations, you know, even it'll just start happening in your spiritual. You'll stop even getting the dreams, bro. You'll stop getting the dreams, because the devil has no place. He has no hold over your life when God is there, when God has filled that space. And even if you don't want to call it God, just call it righteousness. When righteousness has filled that space, negativity, these sexual temptations, they cannot reach you. So just understand this as you're going on this journey. The devil will try to pull you off your path. He can't not. It's literally, you're going against everything that he's called, you know, everything that he wants for your life. You know, if the devil, and it's said by Napoleon Hill that the devil owns 98% of human beings. If that's true, you know what I mean? The fact that you happen to be one who's trying to go against him, bruh, he cannot let you. He has to have ultimate control over this earth. That's his only realm, bro. This is his playground, bro. And if you're trying to go against him, well, it's literally his necessity. It's his job to bring you back, to try and pull you back into his realm, try and, you know, slide you back in there, and he'll use whatever ways he knows work for you. You know, for me, I'm not that tempted by these chicks. I'm not that tempted by the porn, bro. He couldn't get me there, but he does try to get me in my dreams. Woo! He tries me hard in my dreams, bro. He can't stop trying me in my dreams, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I have put the Spirit of the Lord in me. I have put the Spirit of the Lord before me. I read my Bible before I go to sleep, and the devil has no hold. You know what I mean? When I wake up, and I mean, there was a couple nights back where I was, man, I was in my sleep, bro, and I just seen some tits, bro. I'd seen some tits, and it just captured my mind, and I was oogling a little bit, bro. I was oogling. I couldn't help it, but I could help it, bro, because God snapped me out of it. I woke up like, wow, am I gonna oogle at this and accidentally bust and have a bad week, or am I going to exert some self-control and thank God for snapping me out of that? You know, it's like, put the Lord first, bro, and He will deliver you. And understand that if you are serving God, if you love the Lord, all things will work according to His purpose. All things will go good according to those, who serve His purpose, who work for Him. And so, even if you happen to have these failures, just understand, if you fall into temptation in one way or another, keep in your heart, keep in your mind that there's a learning experience to be had. There's a learning experience. There's a seed of equivalent success that you could pull out of that situation. You can make a lot of lifestyle changes. You can come closer to God after having failed. It's not about, there's two kinds of people, bro. There are people who, when they fail, they think about resting and how long can I stay on the ground? How long can I be down? How long can I rest here before having to get up? And there's the others who think about how quickly can I recover from this? How quickly can I turn this around and make this into something that benefits me and helps me thrive and pushes me forward into a greater existence? All right, y'all. I just wanted to get this one out there and let you know, because the devil will. He doesn't have a choice. You're the opposition. If you're going against the devil, you become the opposition, and it's his work. It's his job to try and get you back in his realm. So, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Keep aware, stay vigilant, stay prayed up, and maintain the Spirit of the Lord within you. In that regard, failure is never an option. And when you do happen to fall, because it's inevitable, we're human beings, we're not perfect, God will lift you right back up. If you desire it, if you push for that, if you, accept the Spirit of the Lord within you and pray for His help and His assistance, the Lord can do nothing but preserve you. All right. Take care, y'all. Peace.